Hello everybody, my name is Jera the Wizard, and I am here for a quick little video about the new update, and specifically the new plants that are coming with the Lush Caves update in 1.17. And I have been so excited for this snapshot, mostly because I want to play with moss, because I love moss, but the sensationalist title is really because I do think this is going to change the Minecraft landscaping game forever. And yeah, I'm just really excited to try this out and play with it. So I picked this little area. I made a little creative world just to play around, and I found this little area that looks pretty nice that I think we can dress up and play with and kind of see what we can do using our skills from, old updates and old landscaping techniques and some playing with some new ones. So one of the first things that I wanted to play with is moss carpets, because they just look so nice and they're so much better than a green carpet, and I wanted to make sure that they were translucent and that light would shine through them. And I tried it. It's not nighttime, so you can't see it very well. I tried it on a different creative world earlier, and they do shine through, which is really fantastic. Now the one I guess potential issue maybe is that moss blocks do not shine through, so they're not the same as like wool, where both the carpet and the block are semi-translucent, so that is important to know. But that said, this still looks so much better than a green carpet in terms of hiding some lighting. Now I do have one qualm with this. Let's jump over here to the mountain biome. Unfortunately, unlike grass, these don't change color with the biome. So you know how when you place a grass block, it looks like that, or it looks like this, depending on what you're trying to do where you are. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the moss changes colors. I think it would be fantastic if it did, though, because we don't really have a good option for lighting this these more, I guess, less warm green biomes, because whether it's carpet, moss layers, they just don't really match as well. So it would be cool, I know we're still early stages, it would be really cool if they made these match the biomes. But either way, this is still really cool. And now that it's night, let's also play with some of the other new glowing blocks and some of the other new light things. Glow lichen. I am so excited for this. So you can put it vertically, you can put it horizontally, and you can also put it on the undersides of blocks, which is really fantastic. Now it glows a little dimly, but I really love it. I like lichen in real life anyway. I think it looks really nice on stone, and it's almost practically a new stone variant. Like you could use that as a trim. I feel like let's play with it. Hang on, let me see what color I want to mess with. Like, all right, what if we did this little warped stem here? Boom, look how cool that looks. That's like practically a new block. I feel like this glow lichen has so many possibilities, just even just in terms of decor, let alone having another lighting option. So that's really cool. So the next thing I want to play with and show you is these azaleas. Now I just love these. I love the fact that we now have a plant that is 1 block high, or it can be higher with these new leaves, right? We can even kind of fudge it a little, right? Or even maybe with moss. Here, let me see how that looks. Moss. Yeah, look how great that looks. Like, that's fantastic. Now, previous to this, what we had to do was, get like some kind of fence, right? And if you wanted to make like a little custom tree or something, or custom potted plant, you had to do like that. That just doesn't look as good as this. This looks modded, it looks so good. If you're doing like an interior, you got a couple potted plants, like look how nice that looks. Those are beautiful little blocks. We've also got this new dirt variant, rooted dirt, which unfortunately I learned you can't actually plant azaleas on. I don't know if that's on purpose or what. You can't really Can you plant other flowers on? Let's see. Can you plant, just a poppy, regular old poppy? No, I don't know if that's on purpose, but you can't plant plants on it right now, so I guess it's just for decoration. But either way, it's nice to have another dirt variant. When we put this thing together, we'll play with that. I picked this little area so that we can, just sort of add to it. And then another thing that's nice is these drip leaves. Now, okay, you don't put them, you have to put okay, they have to be in the water, not just near the water, like sugarcane. But these are cool. They're like little lily pads. I guess when you're on the water, they don't fall over. Okay, interesting. So let me see. Clay. I saw on the snapshot page that you can plant them on clay too. And I know when you plant these big ones on clay. Oh, interesting. That one worked. I guess that one counted as wet enough. Interesting. Oh, all right. So the big ones you can plant next to water. The little ones have to be in water, or I think on clay too, right? Yeah, on clay. All right, so that is interesting. And then I want to talk really briefly about these flowering azalea leaves because, oh my gosh, how pretty are they? And I like that they gave us the non-floral variant too, so that you can just kind of play with them, see if you can get different, different texture. That's great, because too much floral would probably be maybe a little messy looking, but these are great because previous to this, if you wanted to make some kind of flowering tree or something, you had to just sort of play with glass and hope for the best, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little area and we're going to combine both older techniques in landscaping and some new ones with all of our new blocks, and we're going to see how much cooler we can make this look than we could with our pre 1.17 blocks. So I'm really excited to try this out. So this isn't a custom tree video, so I don't feel bad just using some vanilla trees right here. As long as they're not terrible looking, we'll just throw a couple in. That's fine. Now we're going to utilize all these little mossy carpets, and it's going to look a little better once we add some more block variation, of course, but we're just going to get these out of the way just like you would pre 1.17, except better because we have mossy carpets. And what's not to love there? I like that these are almost a lily pad variant too, like hang on, lily, boop. Like you could throw in a couple lily pads nearby and it's like just a little more variation there. Like that's fantastic. I love that. But yeah, we're gonna work on the floor though. We're gonna focus on the floor. So I got a nice inventory bar full of dirt variants and stuff to mess with. So just like we would before, but with more dirt now. Like look at this rooted dirt. That looks so great next to the coarse dirt. And let's see, I usually use a bit of brown concrete powder around too for an additional variation, and that is so nice. Like that's almost bridging the gap between these two, which is great. Now, do we want soil? Nah, I don't think we want soil. Maybe we'll add some in later. But I do like how stripped spruce looks as a ground, as like a dirt variant, because it's got that like greenish hint to it. So that's, we'll play with that. So let's add some ground variation. We'll also add in some moss from time to time, so that'll match even better with the carpets and they'll look even less jarring the more moss blocks that we add just kind of around. And I love that these have the edges too, so you could even like edge a hill with it, that old B-dubs trick. But instead of using concrete powder, you just use that moss. Like, look how nice that is. Ah, I love it. I'm in love with it. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I love moss. Moss is great. And of course, our good friend Podzol. Where would we be without our Podzol? That is what I ask you, my friends. Nowhere. That's the answer. And I have just now discovered that I actually love soul soil as like an underwater dirt. Like it's a little too jarring up here, I think, unless you're going for like a more like a garden type tilled soil. But underwater it actually looks fantastic. Now I wonder, can you plant Can you plant seagrass on it? Yes, yes you can. So that's even better. Yeah, you can still plant your seagrass on it. And it looks really cool, and it's a nice contrast from the upper world dirt. We're getting toward nighttime, so I'm going to skip pretty quickly ahead. But you know, I've done a little bit of dirt variation in the walls here. I think this rooted dirt is a fantastic variation block for like when you have a little bit of a dirt cliffside here. But anyway, let's sleep, and by sleep I mean we're gonna set the time today. Haha! Creative world powers. Hello? Time set day. Time set day? So we've got our block variation in, and it's still nighttime, and I don't know if I've broken the game, but that's fine. It's a creative world. That's what they're for, to be broken. So, you know, we've done the little beat-ups trick of the strip birch as a sort of wet sand variant. And, you know, we've got our other variants in, and I just feel like this rooted dirt does such a great job of bridging the gap between some of the lighter variants and some of the darker ones. And of course this moss. I love the moss. We have a grass variant now. We can vary our grass. It's fantastic. Okay, anyway, so let's get back to plants now. So let's see what we have to work with. Let's get some of these, some of this new thing. We're gonna make some of those. Now we have this spore blossom. Now those have to be hung upside down, and we also have some new vines that have to be hung upside down. So I think I'm gonna create a little bit of a cliff here, and then we're gonna have some of so we can feature some of the nice hanging down plants. Now, can you plant things on moss? Yes, fantastic. Can you plant them on layers? I didn't think so. Okay, that's still fine. Great. Can you plant these? No, you cannot plant these on. Okay, so these are still like coarse dirt only. Oh, can you plant them on rooted dirt? No. Can you plant anything on rooted dirt? I'm so confused as to why you cannot plant anything on rooted dirt. Does it have to be wet? Can you plant things on it? No. Oh, you can plant a drip leaf on it. Interesting. Okay. You can't plant the small one. You can't plant an azalea. Interesting. So I guess drip leaf only? Very interesting. All right, time is progressing. Confirmed. That's fine. We didn't break anything. Nice. Now let's throw some azaleas up in here. I love them. Well, that shouldn't go there, but I still love them. Can you plant it on wood? Can you plant it on podzol? Yes. Can you plant it on that? Nope, we already figured that out. We can't plant it on this because that's concrete powder. Can you plant it on sand? No. All right. Can you plant it on moss? Yes. Very good. All right, anyway, yeah, let's go through with some ferns. Just get the ferns out of the way, you know how it is. Now, I don't know if I'm just inept because I'm still kind of new to Minecraft, but I actually don't know if you can place tall ferns outside of creative mode. I've never been able to make a fern grow tall. So if you know how to do that, maybe leave me a comment and let me know how to make tall ferns, or if it's possible, or if it's impossible and I'm just asking ridiculous questions. That too. Either way, it was helpful information for me. All right, so we ferned it up. I really love... Do they look nice up there? No, I think they're more of an up close and personal type of plant, if that makes sense. We're gonna put... I keep trying to put it on the rooted dirt, I swear. Can you stand on them? Yes. And we'll play with some of this flowering one. He'll go over here. Maybe this one is gonna be a bit of a big bushy one. Let's see how those even look, if those are a viable option. I mean, maybe if you don't do it like that. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I think just one is correct. And I keep falling in this stupid water over here. It's funny because I'm excited about these ones, but I feel like I'm having trouble placing them in ways that I like. So maybe they're better interior or garden plants than like a little wild area over here. But that's okay. Maybe a couple more of these small drip leaves. Oh, wait, can I not place this on soul soil? That's so weird. I feel like I already did that. Okay, so these can't be planted on soul soil, but the other ones can? Is that what I'm seeing? Yes. That's fascinating. I wonder if that's on purpose. I guess we'll find out before too long. You can even plant these on wood if it's right next to water. That's great. Wait. No, you can just plant these anywhere. I'm silly. All right, I thought that these were water only, but I guess that's these ones. Okay. Anyway, ignore me. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Can I cheat? Can we put water there? And this there? No. It would have to be planted in the water. Well, that's silly. And by silly, I mean probably an intentional game mechanic. There we go. Perfect. Now, Lily of the Valley? Yeah, you know, so I don't usually use some of these brighter green leafed flowers because they, I feel like they don't go with the rest of the plants, but I feel like the moss and these drip leaves are doing a really good job of matching better. Hang on, am I not gonna fall? Are you broken? I thought I was supposed to fall off of this. Huh. Interesting. Maybe this one's broken. Okay, well, anyway. But yeah, I kind of like how these Lily of the Valleys and how you know, these drip leaves bring out some of the brighter greens in the game. Because I think this is starting to look really nice. And of course, I don't want to overuse too many flowers. I'm going to get rid of these daisies. Sorry if you're a fan of daisies. I like them better in real life than I do in Minecraft, I think. There's no trick to making bushes, or if there is, I don't know it. It's just kind of place things and remove things until it starts to look like how you would think a bush should. Like, that's probably fine. I don't even know if I like it there. It's like blocking the whole view. That's fine. We're gonna put a bush over here instead. Because I'd like to. I like them, honestly. I don't think they're ugly or whatever, you know, I think they're just a nice variant, because some plants are a little more woody like that. They're a little less, you know, clean and green, you know what I mean? Oh, that was a terrible rhyme. Why did I do that? Why did you let me do that? Ew. I don't want to put anything up there, because that's where I'm going to build my cliff. But maybe let's do... Oh, I think these might look good as like a kind of cascading vine almost. That might be kind of cool. Especially if I only did the flower ones sometimes. Like, I wish I liked these better as bigger things, but I think we might have to use the old stem method of using a fence post to make larger variants of that, but that's okay. Oh, see, that looks nice. That's really good, because the other thing, these are a little too short to be like much bigger than that, but I think if we were to kind of play around with this, I think that might look a little better. Like if we were to try to make larger. Yeah, that looks great. So this is what we have so far, utilizing some of these new blocks and new plants, new leaves. So I'm going to build this cliff now so that we can start playing with the hanging roots and hanging vines, and those that spore flower, I don't remember what it's called, but that flower that hangs upside down. So let's build a cliff. Cliffs are just so much easier in creative mode. You just fly around, place blocks. Madness. Complete madness. That is indeed cliff-shaped. Not my best, not my worst, and I am okay with that. Ugh. Alright, maybe I'm not okay with that part specifically. I love this tuff. Sorry, this entire video is just me saying how much I love things. So I hope that's not too uninteresting. But, oh, wow. It's great. I had to stop myself from saying it again just now. I wish gravel went with more things, because I actually really like it. It's like kind of purple gray. Like I feel like the thing that it goes the best with is actually mycelium. But also there's only so many uses for mycelium, so I have a little bit of trouble, even though I'd really like to include it more of the time. I think people underuse concrete powder. I think it's really, it's nice. I think the texture is great. I don't even really like concrete. I think it doesn't have enough texture, but I think concrete powder is a really, really nice block. I'm gonna worry about the top of that in a minute. But yeah, that's an acceptable cliffside, at least for now. Oh, here, let's get some mossy boys. We love mossy boys. And it's just so much better than regular cobblestone. I mean, look at that. What is not to love with the mossy boys? Oh, that is great. That is such a nice cliffside. I really hope this water isn't as loud and annoying in your ears as it is in mine. I think I got the levels right. I guess we'll find out. See if this video is unusable. So now it's the moment of truth because let's find out if everything's gone that I did. Oh, it's taking forever. Oh, this is concerning. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's all gone. Oh, that's just devastating, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna real quick stop recording, try to get back to the position that we were at approximately, and obviously it's not gonna be exactly the same, but oh man. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, I'm still grumpy and I have a bit of a headache now, but I think I managed to at least partially recreate where we were. I think I liked the old one better, unfortunately. But this is fine. We're fine. But let's play a little more with this glow lichen. I love how it can kind of trail up here. It makes this rock look so much more real and weathered. And I just want to put it everywhere. Oh, it's so perfect. And I like that it, like if you use it pretty, what's the opposite of sparingly? If you use it a lot, then it kind of brings these blocks together a little bit and it makes it look like it blends even better. Like here, let's even try it on the, oh, look at that. Like that just looks fantastic. It like creates a gradient where there isn't any. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I'm going to overuse this stuff so much, I can tell. Now, these hanging roots, it doesn't appear that they grow really, but they just kind of add a little bit extra. So here, let's put it under the rooted dirt. I think that looks nice. I hope these glowberries grow before too long so I don't have to wait forever. It's a shame that you can't really bone meal them to make them longer, at least at this point in time. Let's see. Spore blossom? Oh yeah, that looks great. And I don't know if I would normally put it there, but you know, we're trying to show off all the new blocks, so we'll just include a couple of them. I like how that, I like the little particles coming down from there. That's great. Now, one thing that I just love is that it can make that nice edge effect. So like down here, when you look up, it's like, oh yeah, there's clearly some stuff growing up there. And you can tell really well. Let's see, let's get some. Oh cool, grass grows on moss. That's very good to know. Oh, that's an azalea. Oh, that's, did I put that there? I feel like I don't even have one of those in my inventory. Wait, do they just grow? If you bone meal an area, do azaleas just grow? It's interesting. Azalea leaves make a different sound than other leaves when you put them down. I wonder if they're going to update the old leaves to have the azalea sound, because it does sound a little more leafy, like listen. Versus, I mean, yeah, which one sounds more like a leaf to you, right? Yeah, so I definitely, like, I'm not about to claim that this is the best, the best execution of all of the new landscaping blocks, but, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. I really like all the new variety that we have. Whoop, there we go. I like all the new variety that we have and all these new plants, and all this cool stuff, all these great new blocks. They're wonderful. I love, ooh, yeah, I love tough. I love this rooted dirt, although I hope that they'll let us plant things on it in the future. That would be great. I guess I'll stop for a minute and let these vines grow in just so we can get that final little effect, but then I guess we're pretty much done. Okay, I've confirmed. I did it again. I bone mealed on moss and an azalea came up, okay? So it is something that happens. I don't know, like, how likely it is. Oh, wow! And I bone mealed this, and then that became moss, and this became a moss carpet. So that is really, really cool. I think we've created a neat little oasis for ourselves. Ooh. I think I startled the plant or something, yeah. But yeah, I think we've created a neat little oasis for ourselves using these new blocks. And yeah, you know, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for checking this video out. And you know, I hope that you're as excited for the new update as I am. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There should be some more Scar World videos coming out in the very near future. So thanks. Goodbye.